Okay, hello guys.
Navigation resumed.
Lordy heavens. Uh, oh. Welcome back to my channel, Live Gaming here back today. We're here gonna be picking up some freight from TNT. Uh, I don't know if my real company's mod even works. Hmm. Well, there's one way to figure out. Well, it does because we have FedEx in here and Class and DHL. That is just me. So, yes, I am kinda back to a degree. Just try to do a little bit of stuff. Uh, Gonna be real easy with videos. The coming couple of days. Uh, so we're gonna pick up this stuff. Now where does it even want us? Looks like further down in here. So yeah, so I'm trying to get back on track, eat better, and all of that stuff. Uh, so down here, I'm guessing. No. Uh, Excuse me. Where is the oh, there the load part is. Which means technically speaking we were standing perfectly. But of course I had to fuck it up. Yeah, I need to turn that one up a little bit. I have to Christian Jackson all in the background with his Patreon archive again. Because I don't really feel like listening to much music. Uh, I've not really been high music. I listened to some music here the other day. A while after I had been to the doctor that one day. But I was over at the Oz place. I did listen to some music on my way back and actually felt pretty good that evening. But of course, I'm still feeling down. I'm actually heating the oven now. So I'll, throughout the way, we'll stop by a fuel station, put the pizza in, and then we'll stop somewhere when the timer runs out and pick up the pizza. So I'll be eating while I'm driving. Can I just get that one on there? Well, we'll load up the cargo. So most of this trip is probably going to be mostly a time lapse route. We kept talking. A little bit about what's been going on and stuff.
Navigation resumed.
Nice thing is I already have the Euro truck or American truck content. And as far as making Euro truck content is much easier because it's just the wheel and the pedals since I'm driving automatic. So I don't have to shift as much. It's much better. Of course, the one thing that is a pain in the butt a little bit is that I don't have a good way of swapping over my stuff unless I go over here on my stream deck and I make about $3 on here. Hotkey, 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 and then I make this numpad 4 this dub pad 5, this dub pad 6. Then I can use my stream deck to look around instead of having to reach my keyboard.
Turn left.
So yeah, it's a tough couple of days. Well, I can lift the both trailer axle and that one. So it's gonna be a pretty slow and easy run. We're gonna just be driving 80 and just cruising really.
Continue straight.
So yeah. So basically what's going on, if you guys haven't seen Deco Live and Tech RL, basically I talked with my doctor today. He called me when I was still in bed. And as far as the blood samples came out, I haven't gotten the return myself, but they couldn't find any white blood cells in my blood, which is a good thing. It means that there isn't anything that emergency per se. Basically, but I am in underweight category 1, which is a problem. So that's kind of where we are. So yeah, so basically what I need to do is try and empty my stomach and eat properly, both morning day, so breakfast, supper, and all that shenanigan. So basically, I need to try to eat more, so I'm not underweight.
Keep left.
Of course, if I start getting the like hurting feeling in my chest again in certain places, I'm gonna have to call and tell them about it. And of course, it's gonna depend on how much I can empty. So as far as for food, today it's gonna be pizza because I forgot to take up the salmon. So the salmon is gonna be moved to Thursday when I technically was planning to have the pizza. Pancakes tomorrow, hot dogs on Wednesday, taco on Friday, and well, most likely rest from the Friday taco on Saturday, and then tomato soup on Sunday. Well, it's so little on that side, it's fine. Did I not add any suquettes to that one? I don't think I did. So yeah, so that's really where we are. So not really much happening nowadays, really. So there's not really much to expect of IRL content for now. I've uploaded my update I did in the sofa here yesterday and the update I did earlier today to Tech IRL today. And really, other than that, there's not going to be much IRL content update. So yeah, so basically, really what I've been doing lately is just, well, watching anime is what I've been doing the most lately. Really. So yeah. So really, if anything, if I'm lucky and I get some money or whatnot, there will maybe come that I get like a table and a floor mat, maybe. TVA could be before next month, unless I'm really lucky on either the Joker or the Joker and the Lotto on Wednesday or Saturday. If I get lucky and win maybe a few grand on that, then yes, maybe. But if I don't, that is pretty much gonna be until over the weekend. Or over the weekend, I say. It's pretty much gonna be until later in March before I get money or back on my... well, I don't know when they pay out like the rest or like the return on the tax return. I don't know when they actually pay that out. Well, never mind. Telepass is apparently straight ahead.
Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong.
80 here, so we're fine. Oven is ready, so the next fuel station we get, I'll go and put that one in. So yeah, so it's really nice. I've also gotten, I can probably put like a picture of it in the video right here. But I have took myself time and I've now gotten my key into the actual Volvo key shell. Basically what I did was that I basically heated up the key that was in it from before.
Keep right on. Then take the exit on the right.
And I simply just
Exit on the right.
took it and just heated it up, ripped the key out of the shell. I was planning to cut it in half initially, but I ended up just taking the key out, the actual key, instead of splitting it. And then I just grinded down the actual key with my angle grinder. And then I just heated it up. And then I just pushed her back into the shell. Then I used a knife, heated up the knife to smoothen out the edges from after I've been cutting and stuff. And then I took some 120 grit sandpaper for them, taking some 1500 grit wet dry paper. And then I took sanded it down. So now I have a better, a little chunkier key to use to turn around in my ignition. Feels a lot better. So yeah. That's really where we are as far as that one goes. So really, as far as gaming content, I'm going to try to push out the gaming content I have. The videos you will see after here now is mostly going to be time lapses. I have one of the Euro Truck episode, and I think that's going to start immediately into a time lapse. If I remember correctly, the one of the Euro Truck episodes is probably just going to be boom there, and here you go. The other one, I think, is gonna be welcome here and here, and then, well, I think that's actually only one, so I'll probably record 2 Euro Truck episodes, but, yeah, that's really where we are, to be completely honest with you. So I don't know, so we'll just have to see, and as I said in my last video that I uploaded, well, my last video that I uploaded was the last episode of Farming Sim yesterday. That I recorded before Christmas. But the last update video, the one with like the truck lessons and whatnot that I uploaded. When I get better again, I might be starting to take work again. So there may be less content than what it has been these last couple of months. So there will be a change in that. There will maybe be the same amount of episodes, just that their release time is going to depend. So their release time is probably going to be more around maybe 11-ish p.m. GMT +1 for Central Europe time. It's basically 1 hour ahead of UTC. When it's summer, it's going to be 2 hours ahead of CEST or UTC. Because what's going to happen then is that I'm going to wake up in the morning around 11 if I get the job and the times I want. Wake up around 11 a.m. in the morning like I usually do. And then eat breakfast, drink some coffee, and watch up YouTube, and then try to edit the videos done before I go to work. So then when I go back home, they're done exported unless shit happens, which is a high likelihood for it happening. And then when I get home, I can upload those, and then I'll upload them as private first. Then I'll make them publish when the actual processing is done. And then I'll record the videos for the next day. Then relax, watch some anime, watch YouTube, whatnot. And then, do all of that. So, of course, now I don't know how it is with work and stuff. If I'm working at dinner time, if we actually make dinner on work. Because I know we have like a lunch thing where we pay money to get lunch at work. Or basically, it pulls from our paycheck so that way we can get... They buy in food and we can eat off of the food they buy into the work.
Continue straight.
Well, you're going to brake like a crazy fuck. Thank you very much. Stop braking. So basically, and I don't know if there is like kind of the same thing with dinner, since I'm going to be working when the clock is 6, which is when I'm trying to have my dinners constantly now. Road work. Well, yes, road work indeed, because we're heading all the way over. Now, I'm guessing we're not going to be going 80 here. So we have traffic we may, but... yeah, we're keeping 70. So, yeah, so basically that's going to then be my thing. So I'm trying to like wake up, and then when I wake up, eat breakfast immediately, have my coffee, and then after I'm drinking like my coffee in the morning, of course, if I start to work, I'll probably have myself a coffee or two throughout the afternoon when I actually work. But I'll also keep a good big water bottle handy and drink more water than coffee. I'll probably be the guy to bring like a Coke as well to work, just because like a half-liter one. But with me also reducing how much Coke I drink when I'm at home to like later in the evening, that should affect me much. As long as I, So, yeah. That's really where we are. As far as that goes, to update you guys a little bit more on the, like, audio side of things. About living room side of things. I said I'm going to be getting a TV, and I've been looking at some sound bars on Finn that I can maybe get for cheaper. And, well, basically, I'm going to be getting a TV. It's going to be a 4K, probably 65-inch Samsung Smart TV. And then I'll be using a soundbar together with that. And the soundbar will get its source through ARC through HDMI 3 out of the TV. So that's how we're going to get our ERC out to the soundbar. So that's the entire deal I do with that. Well, we got the TV box, which is really the only thing that is hooked up to the TV, and basically the only thing it does is giving me TV. Since I don't have a smart TV right now, I've also been using YouTube on the box, because you do have streaming services like Viaplay, Netflix, YouTube, stuff like that. You have that actually directly on the Telenor TV box. So that's quite nice and handy. Because right now it's just hooked into my Samsung Sync Master screen from like 2010 or whatnot, which is literally using currently an HDMI to DVI cable. So it basically, the only thing it's used for now pretty much is fireplace, or if I'm sitting in the sofa and I know there's weather, I just pop the weather on it from time to time. Other than that, I watch TV on my main on my computer. Actually, today I haven't watched any TV really. Or well, I had a little bit of TV on this morning when I was just making my coffee and shit. But after that, I have pretty much been watching either YouTube or I was recording that one video that I released earlier today. Or well, that I recorded earlier today for Necrolife Tech and RL. And after that, I added that one plus the one I recorded yesterday about farming sim episodes for yesterday. So, or for today, but you know, yesterday for you guys. So yeah, well, here's a few. I was gonna pull in so I could put in my pizza, gosh darn it. Well, next fuel station it is. So yes, that's kind of where we are. Other than that, to talk about per se sound engineering stuff and lighting, pretty much where we are.
Then take the exit on the right. Take the exit on the right.
Well, I am taking the exit on the left. But I'm guarantee you this guy is gonna brake so much that I am gonna have to brake to get out. Well, actually not, because this is a two-road road. Hold up. Yes, I'm recording. Oh, are you falling asleep again? Okay. Well, I mean, I'm going to be playing it until the time-lapse starts, and once the time-lapse starts, which is after I'm done, well, blabbling away, and well, my pizza is done, because then I'm just going to eat and drive, really. So, yeah. Well, join when I send you a message, then. Ow. Okay, I'm back. Kat wanted to tell me something. So yeah, so as far as like sound and lighting and stuff, I have actually been looking into,
Take the exit on the
well,
right.
trying to learn myself MA3. Any of you guys that
Take the
know
exit on
me
the right.
knows that I know Grand MA2 the most. Because well, that's kind of where my everything of mine is based off. I've been I tried to import a scene. Though there's certain things about MA3 or that I missed from MA2 that I wish was implemented into MA3, like the grouping stuff. Now, granted, I'm new to MA3, so there is some grouping stuff in the patch and fixture schedule, but I couldn't find it. Now, I'll probably be sticking with MA2 for a while because I am actually planning. I found on eBay actually pretty cheap. It was 10k Norwegian for a Grandme 2 Commander Wing. So if I can get the Grandme 2 Commander Wing and then get, you know, a external screen or two hooked up to it, that would be a nice little like thing. And if I remember correctly, those give you 2048 parameters, which is enough for the stuff I'm currently doing. My initial plan was to just get something like a on Grandme 3 on PC 2K node. But it's like the 2K node, the Grandme 2K nodes are like 20k Norwegian. And they unlock the same amount of parameter, 2048, as the 2K suggests. So then well, I get more if I buy that used Commander Wing. I get 2480, 2048 parameters, but I also get command buttons, a few executors, stuff like that. Plus, the Fader Wing is basically its own built-in machine, which means I just hook a screen to it, preferably a touchscreen, and call it a day. So that's probably what I'm gonna end up doing, as far as lightning goes. Granted, those are only XLR outs, but I can swap that board over to a DMX 5-pin board if I want to later on down the road. But most of the lights I work with currently are 3-pin DMX, not 5-pin DMX, so shouldn't be a problem. Really. And then, well, if I can, I'll probably be using just like a cheaper non-Grandme remote node or DMX splitter, basically just to pull ArtNet from the Commander Wing and then just feed it up to like a rack of like two like 8-port DMX nodes up on stage. Which means I can also technically speaking, if I need 5-pin DMX, I don't even have to change out the internal ports, because I can just use a node and just run it out via ArtNet instead of using DMX. And then just use ArtNet out to some nodes and call it a day. Which I can use any ArtNet node as long as I got unlocked parameters. As you have the Fader Wing, I have a 2048 parameters unlocked. And I can use those parameters on pretty much any ArtNet capable DMX rack unit. Which means I can spend like maybe 2 grand for like Norwegian krone for a rack mount DMX node instead of paying like 40 grand for a Grandme OEM like 8-port node. Granted, I do like using the OG equipment, Grandme OG equipment, but you know, you gotta cut costs somewhere, especially when you're me. I don't really have a proper job yet. Now, I have been talking about getting back to Bergish to Fleece. I will probably do that, but I will probably also talk with Trondheim Lyd if they have certain, like, shows or whatnot. They have specific places that want me to work on. Because, you know, I do Turicon, but that's like a non-paid event. I do want to if I go to Turin in August, which I really hope I get the time to do, because I was moved to photo, but I may potentially be moved over to sound and stage. So if I can be the sound engineer or lights engineer, that would be quite nice. Technically speaking, lights engineer would be the preferred one because I have less experience within the Grandme Lightning situation than I am on the audio side of things. Granted, I haven't used the Pro 2 Compact that much, which is the console they tend to have there during those shows. So being a sound engineer would also be a learning curve for me to get more used to using the Midas Pro Series consoles. Granted, the Pro 2 Compact is not the newest of Midas's Pro line audio. I mean, the Heritage D would be like the top of the line, like 40k USD console. So yeah. So of course it's a bit of both in and out, really. Excuse me, is there here is a fuel station so I can pop that pizza in. So yeah, so it's a learning curve and a half. So as said, I have been playing around. I have actually 5-hour programming speed, but I'm just playing around in Grandma on PC and programming some random lights and stuff. Or less programming, more designing a stage really, but than anything. So yeah. Well, perfect timing, because we kind of need fuel
GPS
too.
signal lost. Navigation resumed.
Total. Oh god.
GPS signal lost.
Oh god. Ah! Ah! Eurotruck! Lord! Discord! Why did you have to crash at that very moment? Well, that's the first one in a while. Discord decided to just crash out of nowhere. Try again. So it's 12 minutes until we have a pizza. So if we don't have a fuel station when we're close to 12 minutes, I'll just have to pull off on the side of the road. Well, I probably did not have to take this tight road, but here we are. And I did it anyway. So here's my new truck. A lot of wheels. We're practically a Audi. So it's dual wheels per side. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So yes, we are technically speaking 16 wheels on the truck. And then technically speaking on the trailer, we got, well, more wheels. So we got pretty much, we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. So we got technically speaking 26 wheels totally on this truck. So we're rocking some wheels. So yes, that's really where we are. So what I was going to say about that stage. So I have a 5-hour programming session or design session where I was designing a stage in Grandma 2. If you guys want me to just do some quick light editing of that and upload that one, I'll gladly do that. That will probably be on my Stage K channel though. So we'll see. I do wanna do like a complete from scratch, just build up a show. Though the thing is I don't really have many shows I'm doing. I do not really have any show or any preset lists or whatnot to go after. I do have the Vectorworks file from Christian Jackson. From Christian. I've been in his Patreon before. Well, I'm no longer in his Patreon because he doesn't upload anymore. But I got the allowed me to keep the Patreon perks folder on my Google Drive. So basically in that folder is some concept shows as well as some actual shows like the Mia Festival 2018. Was it Shanghai or whatnot? And then you have well, other stuff like Red Rocks is in there, I believe. A few tours with Louis the Child. Stuff like that is in there. So I do. It's not like I don't have like resources to go by. That's not the problem. It's like I really want to have like a. See now, technically speaking, I have one I could go by. Technically speaking, I could rig up a test seed using the equipment we had at Hagen, and then go to Hagen one day and then just run a test with the file I've made. Now, the problem is, in order for me to run that test, I need a node or something to output to the real world. Now, I could just ask Trondheim to maybe borrow me an MA2 node, because they guaranteedly have a MA2 node. On PC node, guaranteedly. Get if I can maybe lease one of those just to test some stuff. But I mean, even if they have a fader wing, depending on how much they want per day, I'll be gladly, or a commander wing. If I could lease that for a few days to just program some shows and whatnot, and if it ain't too expensive, I'd gladly just lease one from them just to do some work. And I'll gladly do some IRL content on that, slash stage K content, really. That would probably end up on that channel, to be completely honest. So that is really where we are as far as Lightning Land goes. As far as PA Land, I mean, it's the X32 and all the subwoofers and whatnot. I haven't gotten any proper high-ends yet. The plan was some Presonus CDLs, or CDLs, or whatever they would call again, the line array stuff. But to be honest, I think what I'm going to end up doing is just doing some just classic write-up like Yamaha DRXs or something to begin with, instead of line array to begin with. And then eventually when I get more jobs as either an LD or an audio engineer probably, because we're talking audio gear, then I can upgrade down the line to maybe the CDL line arrays and, well, 2 more subs, because I'm planning to have 2 subs per side. So have 2 NX3000Ds, 1 NX3000 running the left side, another 3000 running the right side, for a dual sub config. So basically that is the plan. So basically working in MA on PC has really been the thing I've been doing last couple of days. I can technically speaking kind of replicate a full Grand MA2 full size if I work on my main machine, because I have 4 screens. So I can have my top screen be the like tiny screen, and then I can have screen 1, 2, and 3. Okay, can you pull over? Thank you. I can keep 80 steady instead of you laying there. Well, that was my plan until I realized I was gonna swing in here.
Keep right, then. Turn right.
I'm keeping right, boy.
Turn right.
Turn right. I am turning right. We. That's basically where we are as far as that one goes. As I've said, when it comes to my audio stuff, I am planning to upgrade to the M32 and most likely sell off my X32. And then I will probably most likely be changing out the IC connector to a PowerCon. Most likely. And then I'll probably have to install a separate button on it too, because I want most of my stuff to be PowerCon. Because you just can't really get any good locking IC cables here in Norway. I just don't know what it is. If anybody knows about some good locking IC cables you can get maybe on the German Amazon or something, please let me know down below. Because that would be super great. That would be super duper great.
Keep left.
Because then, you know, if I can't keep them like that, I mean, it's fine. It doesn't have to be, even though I prefer PowerCon through 1, it doesn't necessarily have to be PowerCon through 1, because the main thing that is like the worry is that thing becomes accidentally unplugged. So if I have some good proper locking ISDs, then that ain't a problem. So that's more why I want most of my stuff to be locking IC. And it's also to have some universally, because basically all my Grand MA gear besides from like the fader wings and whatnot, are all most stage lights and whatnot are like pro lights per se, stage light per se, are all PowerCon through one. Well, through one. Some of them are normal PowerCon, but most of them are PowerCon through one. It's only like the cheaper stuff, which is like IEC. Well, the mini parts I have now, which is like the Selenia 12 watt mini parts, which is like 8 channel light, is the only ones I have, and they just have a cable hooked to the lamp, and that's it, and then just DMX 3 pin in and out. Some of the lights I'm planning to get, like the rope pointies, the other flat bars, Q washes, whatnot. They have locking eye or PowerCon through one. They also use the MX5 pin, I believe. So yeah, that's really where we are.
Keep left.
They keep left, I'm keeping left. That's really where we are, and well, Behringer amplification is really what we're going to be going with. And for Eddie, but oh god, I think I was keeping left, but I was not keeping left. And as far as, you know, wireless microphone and in-ear goes, you have probably seen on my channel already, or I don't know if I uploaded that one on my channel, but I've been working around the wireless workbench. Sure, wireless workbench. So pretty much sure wireless mics and in-ear transmitters is what we're going to be having to make life easy. Although I will probably be focusing a lot on lights going forward. As far as like playing around more in MA3, MA2, learning MA2 quite properly, macros, commands and whatnot, because I have a few macros I would want to build, but I don't really know the programming language too well of what GrandMA or MA2 uses. So I'm still trying to learn myself that, because there's a lot of macros that, for example, Christian uses, which I have a few research for, which I want to make. And I also have the color picker, Christian Jackson's color picker. I do have a tutorial on that, and it's pretty straightforward really to make. It's just a bunch of to import some macros, and so from that tutorial you can just import some macros and then import some images, and then pretty much you just need to lay them out in a grid, and then pull the correct color preset to the correct macro, and then lay it over that macro then, and then when that macro is triggered, it's supposed to trigger a color for certain groups of fixtures. So you have one for all, you have one for beam fixtures, one for point fixture, one for wash, LEDs, etc. Alexa, stop, and all of that. Now, do we have a place to stop soon? No, we don't really. So, well, parking on the side of the road we do. Even though you're technically not supposed to do that unless you're broken down. But here we are. Okay, I got my pizza. Now it just needs to cool off a bit. Quite warm. To be able to just resume cruise control. So yeah, so really, I've been talking for a long time now. I've been talking for 50 minutes pretty much. Right now, I'm just gonna jump into a time lapse, and we'll be back once we've reached our destination.
Yeah, I just wanna be the greatest. Everybody knows my name, shit. I'ma have this whole fucking game list, spitting with the same wit, and I'm gonna be famous. Ain't nobody able to delay this. Coming up, I had a vision to make it. Never wanted to be nothing, always wanted to play shit. Sit in class, always wondering why I love the same shit. How the hell am I different if we all know the same shit? I ain't never let them doubt me. It's about me. Keep my head down, let my mouth speak. They surround me. They all about the clout. See where the crowd be. Every time I speak loudly, they more about me. Man, you know I got a bounty on these lousy ass haters that surround me. So they doubt me. They don't know nothing about me. So their mouth free. I'ma change that soon. Better watch out now. See. I just wanna be the greatest. Yeah. And I just just wanna be famous. Yeah, yeah, I just wanna be the greatest. Yeah, man, I just wanna be famous. Yeah. And I'm not playing any more games. Either put me on the charts or I'll put you up in flames. Better recognize art, cause I don't forget names. Should've seen me from the start, coming at you like a train. Think I'm about to fall apart every single fucking day. Seeing all these damn stars with my well-deserved fame. And I spit these gold bars while they spitting out shit. Man, I give this shit hard, but it gives me back pain. I wanna be a spectacle, they skeptical. But man, I got the chemical, exceptional. I do it all intentional, professional. So I can make that decimal incredible. I'm not thinking, man, they're saying that I've gone insane. I'm not ever gonna make it cause the game has changed. I'm not good enough, man, no, that's not okay. Tell me that shit again and I'll stop your brain. I just wanna be the greatest. Yeah. Man, I just wanna be famous. Yeah. Yeah, I just wanna be the greatest. Yeah. Man, I just wanna be famous. Yeah. Now wake up, you got some shit to do. It's 6 a.m., I don't care, you got some shit to prove. Cause right now, you ain't got nothing that big to lose. So get your ass to work and don't you dare hit snooze. Can't stop this, I'm obnoxious. And I'm honest and novice with promise. Made monstrous, I'm conscious, but I'm nauseous. Think I've lost it, I've got it. Spitting all this, still I'm not it. I've got this, I will not quit. Man, I'm all in, balling on a budget. Man, I'm stalling, crawling, cause I'm nothing, but I'm all in, calling. I'll be something, yeah, I'ma get it now. You can leave if you don't like it. Say it out loud, you believe it, you can bite this. Keep my head down and I keep on going timeless. Make it somehow, I believe it when I write this. I just wanna be the greatest. Yeah. And I just wanna be famous. Yeah. Yeah, I just wanna be the greatest. Yeah. Man, I just wanna be famous. Yeah.
I'll talk about the devil. We're in town. And I'm three pieces of pizza down. I'm gonna try to eat at least half of this one. Which means I have like... Oh. Yeah. Technically one more piece. I've eaten half of it.
Keep left, then turn left. Turn left. I'm alone in the crowd, I won't feel down. I got hope right now, and I know I'll be found. I don't really care just what all of the haters gotta say. I know everything I do is gonna make them fade away. And when you feel like you're nothing, but you wanna be something. All you really need is hope. I just Keep right, then turn right. Turn right.
Take a look in the mirror. Are you seeing some fear? You hear the voice in your ear? Can you start to see clear? Are the bad thoughts near? Or can you be where your feet are when you stand right
Oh
here?
god.
I'm never gonna give up. I'm never gonna slow. The one that doesn't give up never loses to a foe. The one that can show to myself I can go all the way to the top. Can't stop. I'm a soldier, always closer till it's over. Older, but I'm bolder. Moving forward, older, never slower. Good to know ya. Don't go make me drop my shoulder. You need to believe you can achieve everything that you dream.
Turn right.
Everything that you need is in the air that you breathe. It's in the mind that you feed. It's in the
You
thought
have
that you
arrived.
breathe. Every second of life is another blessing to me.
So that should be an easy enough backup. Well, really, technically speaking, I shouldn't need to. I shouldn't really need a to open my windows to see that, really, if I know how to back up, that is. Which, well, supposedly I should know how to back up a trailer, but I'm gonna have to drape myself up. Well, not far off.
That's right. Sometimes all we really need is hope.
That looks pretty good. I should say so myself.
Yeah. I spit raps like a heart attack, fast fatal heart impact, past painful scars. In fact, I blast tasteful bars and packs. I back up my actions, back don't ask, grab reactions, jacked attack with every word and act with class as they hear me snap. I got nothing to lose, cause I fought and felt the bruise. Now I'm not the one confused. Got the shots and they produce. I ain't lost, I'm finally loose. Pick a new silver excuse. I need the views to boost me to a new abuse of being used. Everybody wants a piece now. Y'all can rest in peace now. You're dead to me, so peace out. Remember you're discreet now. Get ready for defeat now. I'm gonna make you bleed out. Listen on repeat.
Okay.
Weed out all the weak now.
Let's see what our total is.
If you got something to say, speak your mind before your grave, cause your life is yours to save. Ain't nobody gonna change.
32, would you look at that? Is there any current offers? Well, it goes even further. This one was up into Sweden. I'll just have them load this one up. Just so I have it. And then let's see here actually. I believe we're totally out, like, yeah, we're not owning anything. Which means if we wanted to, we could lease like 400 euros, 1,000 euros. Build ourselves a Scania because the dashboard works properly in that. And put this one over onto one of our workers. Can get a worker to come in. And then have them drive this truck, which means we can switch back and forth on trucks and it will be fine. So really, I think we're fine. To be honest with you. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, the like would be greatly appreciated. And as always, check out links down below. Other than that, stay tuned to see us and next live gaming out.